That's right, the new Insta360 has been announced at CES, and people have been asking me, what are your impressions? Well, I do a pretty mean impression of John Wayne, Pilgrim. Greetings and salutations, I am Scojo Insta360. That's right, after a long wait, finally the new Insta360 camera is out. It is the 1R. I have to say, it looks awesome. The announcement was at CES, and listen up really closely. Terry, who's one of the administrators on the Facebook page, is down at CES working the booth. He's promised to get me a video out, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will get you the latest information on it. I have to say, I do not have my hands on it. I'm not a big enough YouTube star despite my amazing stature. I will be getting my hands on it as soon as I possibly can. I have seen the trailer and a lot of the specs, and to be honest with you, as somebody who was probably one of the most vocal critics of the Insta360 One X when it came out, you can see my other videos from earlier in my channel, I'm actually pretty impressed. There were a couple of issues that really needed to be solved with the One X that they appear to have solved with the 1R. Now, I have been going in on the Facebook groups. I have been looking at all the chatter and a lot of the reviews and stuff like that. And one of the things I saw was a post from the CEO who created the camera and said, hey, look, you know, there's a reason why we went with 5.7K. And he was defending it. And I thought, yeah, this isn't a big deal, folks. Yeah, the Insta360 One X was 5.7K, so there's no technical resolution gain. But there is so much more to good video than resolution. The GoPro Max, it has 5.6K and it looks pretty darn good, and so does the 5.7K on the Insta360 One X. And the one thing you got to keep in mind, there's all these cameras now that are starting to announce 8K, and that's awesome. But remember, unless you're doing this, professionally, what you're going to end up having are these gigantic files that are hard to edit in a mobile app, or you may have to get a new computer in order to edit this stuff, and edit you should learn how to do. So you don't want to have gigantic files unless you're trying to do something professionally. Now, I've been producing video for about 10 years now. I've been a shooter, I've been an editor, I've been a director, I've been on-camera talent, like I have talent. Wah, wah. And the one thing that I know about cinematography is that too many people chase the resolution and they want to pay the big bucks for the next big thing on resolution, when you should be investing your time in here, learning how to tell a story. I mean, think about it. When you look at the videos that your friends post on social media, if it's them just going, I'm going to turn my helmet cam on and ski around for an hour. That's no fun. You want to see something that, even if it's 15 seconds long, at least it goes somewhere. So realistically, you just need to be spending your time more about learning how to tell a good story, learn how to maybe put a couple of clips together, learn how to put a good soundtrack on it. Those are the things that are the most important. Now, resolution can be an issue. The 3K 100 frames per second on the Insta360 One X barely was tolerable. It was pretty low res, but it still looked cool because it was 100 frames a second. And so that's what you want to look at. Does it have good slow motion, like maybe 50 or 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second? To me, that's more important than having the most resolution. So listen to what he said. Resolution is not everything for this camera. I mean, I'm looking at it and seeing, as someone who is also a drone pilot, that they have a drone mount. It won't fit my Mavic Air, but I digress. It's still very cool because 360 drone shots. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays out. I'm a little concerned with the kind of trying to be, everything to everyone thing, because that's kind of what made the GoPro Max a bit irritating. Was it was really was more of a hero that had 360 capabilities. It was kind of trying to play too much. And as someone who doesn't really use, an action camera, I like 360. I don't know if I need all those other things, but they do have 4K module that you can use as an action camera and a 1-inch sensor for low light. And those are all really good decisions. Now, whether or not I'll use all of them has yet to be determined. Because really the whole reason that this 360 community podcast exists is because of social media, because of the Facebook pages for the Insta360 cameras, the GoPro Max cameras. That's where I learn to connect with people, get my problems solved, share content, really encourage creators, because we're in a niche that's really starting to catch fire now. So get on the Facebook pages, like my stuff, share my stuff, look at all the other YouTubers that are doing 360. 360 is... So get on board, let's have some fun. Send me your reports from wherever. Terry's going to be sending me one from CES. Send me your reports. And if you're really good, I might just use them. Scojo in360 at gmail.com. All right, I am Scojo in360, and it's time for me